So yesterday I told the joke about how Indians get their names, and so I will tell you how I got my name, Standing Rock. When I was 7 years old, my folks would drive from the copper mine at Toquepala, Peru, to a little village or city, Tacna, Peru, and so on one of these drives, I was whining. They put me out of the pickup and drove away and left me. And so you want to imagine a little terrified 7-year-old. And the important thing to get is that I did what any human being would do, which is that, well, I experienced terror and anger. But then when they came back to get me, I also did what every human being would do, and that is that I hung on to the terror and anger, and it made me separate. Now, see, I know an unusual human being could have let go of the terror and anger and simply been delighted to be readmitted to the loving bosom of the family, had there been one. But I hung on. So that terror and anger allowed me to be separate and to stand separate and to stand like a rock. Hence the name, Standing Rock. And throughout my life, I have sought for how to be rewarded for being Standing Rock. When I'm practicing law, I was my own man. My partner didn't supervise anything that I did. I would sometimes go and ask for advice or help, but I was my own man. I got to make all my own decisions. And as a computer programmer, I was very much alone, and I made solo decisions. And in fact, I was sought out and rewarded for being a guy that could work alone. Didn't need supervision, and sure as hell did not want to be part of a team. I've never wanted to be part of a team. Sometimes in landmark education, I would be thrown into a team environment. Hated it. I just sort of sit there quietly knowing the best answer, and I don't want to share it with anybody and let the team fumble around until I'm able to step in and save the day, which somehow never happened. I don't know what the hell. But at any rate, so Standing Rock has always in my life looked for how to be rewarded for standing alone and taking a lot of satisfaction in being alone. So now that is not an entirely rewarding way to live, and part of what is rewarding about being married to Donna is that I'm continually surrendering. Give it up, let her have it her way. It is not important that I stand alone. So, but I would imagine that this Standing Rock guy, not showing terror or anger, has probably been pretty hard to live with, and it might explain why I'm on my third marriage. But here's maybe another place I can go, and that is that what if the strategy, the construction that each of us has created to get along in the world, which in my case is Standing Rock, what if instead of it being a way to deal with fear and anger, what if it could be God's manifestation in the world? So I remember a guy that was like totally weird in a landmark course, but you know what? If his weirdness at times came from a sense of plenty and acceptance and love, then his weirdness was a huge contribution to the world. And I'm saying that when Standing Rock is coming from fear and anger, there's no contribution. But when Standing Rock is an expression of God in the world, I've made quite a contribution to people. I am frequently reminding Donna of where she stands in the world, and other people too. And I take a lot of satisfaction in helping people stand alone. So Standing Rock can at times be the expression of the Spirit in this world.